Hello everyone, I just wanted to come make a quick video. I make little mixed media scripture cards for myself, and then I will have them for my grandchildren when they want them. I just take the index cards. These are the bigger ones. Let's see what size they are. Alright, let me zoom back out just for a second here. This is a 6, probably 4x6. 4x6. I glued 2 of them together. Okay, so that I can write on the back of here. And I can decorate this front part. So, I've done that with a couple of them. So I have this one, because I'll write on the back. And then I have these 2, which were cleanups. I used them as a cleanup when I was doing an art journal page. And here are 2 scriptures that I want to maybe use. I'm not sure which one yet. And this is the stamp that I used. This is a Stampendous stamp. It's just a little mermaid. And I used just watered down acrylic paints on her. And then I have these glitter markers that I got from Amazon. They're water-based. So I just gave her little highlights. So I can see which one I want to use. I think I'll go with this blue one here, so I'll move these aside. Put this down here. And let's see. We can either do Hold On to Hope, which would be Jeremiah 29:11. There are several passages in the Bible for hope. But in Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil." So, as long as we're holding on to hope, hope and faith go hand in hand with each other. Or I can use Psalm 46:10, which is, "Be still and know that I am with you." So, I'm not sure which one I want to use yet, but we'll go ahead and finish the background. Either way, with everything that's going on in the world, we're not alone. No matter what happens, we are not alone. I know this, so I'm not going to fear what is going on, what is happening. I have a better place to go to. Alright, let me figure out which one I want to do, but first, I want to take this stencil and lay down some white. The paints, the acrylic paints that I used were like a neon yellow, sunny day. I threw in some apricot and some coral shell. And then I just did her hair in a brown oxide. Those were the paints that I used. Alright, so let's grab some white paint. And just put some bubbles down. I cannot remember if these are inks, and if they're inks, well, that's just not going to work out great, but it's all good. Oh, yep, these were inks, because I can see the blue ink coming up, but that's all right. I just need some bubbles. Not that I'll get any, because they'll just go into the background, because it's ink. Oh well. Let me move that aside. I'll dry this and be right back. Well, excuse me. We can take some and try some white splashes. See how that works. Add a little more. I can't even remember. I think they might be Distress Oxides sprays that I have, which is alright. Alright, I have this case that I bought from, let me zoom back out, Hobby Lobby, and I have a very old Cricut, so it cuts things out. So what I might do is look for maybe some of the sea life that I had cut out, because I use these in art journaling. And let's see, where are you? Not that one. I should mark them, but then if I change my mind, I'm stuck with them. Marked it that way. Let's see. I just want... That's a hula girl. That's another mermaid. I'm just looking for like coral or seaweed. Yes, it becomes a hot mess in these things. I'll just move it. No and no. Alright. I know I've cut some, but that's alright. Let me find it and I'll get... Okay, I finally found them. I knew I had some, but here's like some seaweed. I have some more seaweed here. Excuse me. That's a little long, so maybe I'll just do that. Make this over here. I won't use that. Maybe not that, but I can use this. I have some little fish that I can put in here. But I think what I need to do is put her down first and see where I'm going to go with all this stuff here. And let me sit down so I can see what I'm doing here. Put her here. That way let's just put her down first and see what we've got going here. Now, I know that push this to the front here, and I'll move this up just a smidge. I want to wet the back of this, and because I used acrylic paints, it should be fine, because I want it transparent. I really do. And in order for it to be somewhat transparent, I need to wet it. Not that it'll stay that way. Hopefully it will. Who knows? I'll just throw some little bit of matte medium down. And I'm going to go this way. And unfortunately, yeah, it's going to bleed because it's Distress Oxides. And it's going to change the way she looks. Well, it's all good. She's underwater. And I'll just take this and hopefully blend out. Let's pull you a little closer. And there you go. She's looking a little blue. Let me dry this. Alright, yeah, she's looking blue. Oh well. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and glue these little cutout pieces from my Cricut down. I've got some Barely Art Precision Craft glue. Any glue is fine. I use this because it's got a tiny, tiny nozzle on it for me to do tiny things. Now this stuff does dry fast, so you've got to be kind of quick with it. And I'll just put this down here. Because what I'll do is I'll color these in. Alright. Put that right here. And this one was the long one, so I kind of cut it. Because it was like that. Let me pull it back out a little bit. It was like this. And that's too long for that, so I cut it. So I'm just gonna put it down in pieces. Here we go. I'll just put it like that, and then I can just cut off whatever needs to come off. It's just a scripture card that will be there for my grandchildren when they come to visit, if they want to look at things and things like that. Alright, and I'll use this fish. And then I can put this here. And there we go. And I think what I'll do this time is I'll just go ahead and apply it to the back of this and then lay it down. That way I don't get too much bleed through. So let's try that here. Let me put my needle back in, which is funny because I wear glasses. Anything tiny is going to be hard for me to see. Let's see if I can get this to be better and not bleed out as bad. So I'll just lift it up, gently hold it, see where I'm going to go with this. And lift my edges up. And I'll just tap it down. That's better. But we still have some bleed through, but that's okay. Let me dry this and I'll be right back. Okay, I dried it. I took a little antique white and I tried to get rid of some of the blue in her face, and then I just took a marker, went back over, nothing major. Now I'm going to take my 2 hands glitter pens and color in some of my sea life here. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I don't think I'll need the blues, but I will do some greens for the kelp. Mix them up. And boy, do you gotta shake these. And let's see, just a little bit more. All right, so come in. I'll just do this haphazardly because I think what I'm going to do is try and use some water, because these are water soluble, and just move it around just enough. Well, that paintbrush just doesn't want to work, and this one's a little crusty. That's all right. Press down. Because I can tell you, my grandchildren are young. They will spare no feelings. They'll say, Mimi, what's wrong with your mermaid? Well, she had an accident. I don't like that. All right. Let's see. That's better. I just wanted to cover it, but you'll still be able to see the marks in it. And move that a little bit. Wow, that blends in a lot. It's alright, I'll put some highlights in it. It's just for fun anyway. I normally don't make these videos, but I figured, why not? I mean, many years ago, I came across a lady who does scripture cards. Love her to death. Her name is Praise He Art, which is capital H, then E, and then the word A-R-T. I love the stuff that she makes. Then I came across Posh Pieces. She makes scripture cards. I mean, a lot of people make scripture cards, don't get me wrong. Lindsay Decor, she does some really cool stuff. There's a ton of people out there. There really is. Just put in mixed media scripture cards and you'll come across a plethora of people. But I do it for my grandchildren, so they have cool little things to look at. And it's a learning process for them. They go to church. They believe in Jesus and God. All right, so what color? Should we do a fish? We'll do purple. Why not? It's a purple fish. These glitter markers, they call them glitter paint pens, but they're not. They're all right. I mean, I have paint pens that work pretty good. And my copper. My grandson will be the first one. Mimi, that's not a real fish. I know. It's a make-believe fish. The only thing they don't give you is a black, but that's all right. So, what color? Do this red coral. Ooh, that's a lot of water. That wasn't good. But it's just for them to learn, for me to remember. There we go. And there is our scripture card. I'll write the Jeremiah 29:11 on the back. I'll date it. And then I'll put it aside to dry. If I want, I can just add more things. Once this all dries, I can go around some of my bubbles. I can add little white pieces to these bubbles. Give her a little white dot in the eyes. Give that a dot. I mean, there are so many things you can do. Like I say, the sky's the limit. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. And happy Good Friday. Bye.